Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as was the vast majority of crypto and finance. And guys, we have some ridiculous things to talk about today. I mean, listen, as we really kind of look at crypto, I don't think that it's a big surprise that the big bankers and the traditional players of the world, they really hate us. I think that it's clear ever since the XRP lawsuit. I think really kind of ever since the lawsuit got brought upon Ripple and they really kind of targeted XRP as a cryptocurrency, and their war path on crypto just expanded from there. I think things have been starting to get even worse. And it's all really kind of being ignited by a few players. And I think that this video really kind of sums up the truth behind all of these major, moves being made and the motives behind these players as well. This got posted by Crypto Law US, and we do see the SEC, Wall Street, and DC elites look out for their own interest because they all align. Here we have Sam Lyman and Scott Melker discussing those revolving doors on the Crypto Law TV livecast yesterday, of course, with John E. Dean. And check out this video, listen closely, and then we have a lot to really kind of talk about.
It's a town full of revolving doors. And the revolving door between DC and Wall Street spins so fast it could generate its own electricity. And I think case in point is our chair Gary Gensler at the SEC. We know he made millions on Wall Street before he took over the helm. Where's he likely to go after the fact? And then you think too, who do the leadership at the SEC, people like Gary Gensler, who do they rub shoulders with every day? Is it the grandma who just bought her first Bitcoin? Is it the teenager who just downloaded Coinbase for the first time? Or is it their buddies back on Wall Street? I think there's real regulatory capture at the SEC that has gone overlooked for too long. And I think that regulatory capture has been laid bare by cryptocurrency as a movement. I think people are starting to recognize, wait a second, with the SEC trying to do everything it can to stop a Bitcoin ETF or to attack Coinbase, to attack the XRP Army, it's not really looking out for the interests of retail investors at the end of the day. And so that's why, in my view, it's no wonder something like FTX happened, because I don't think at the end of the day, SEC all the time has the interests of retail investors in mind.
Also, if we're being honest, there's been a revolving door of late between Washington and the crypto industry, right? Absolutely. A lot of the commissioners from the CFTC, Brian Brooks went to work in crypto. Jake Clayton has a huge role in crypto. So that's not unique to Wall Street, but Wall Street's doing it on 100 times larger scale and for 100 times longer than crypto has probably existed. All of that said, it's very clear that the SEC's intentional view is to keep everything as vague as possible so that they can regulate by enforcement.
And I completely agree with this. But I do have to disagree a little bit with Sam Lyman. I actually think that FTX was a planet seed. I think that a lot of these, big things in this market that go belly up, let it be, exchanges or projects like Luna, for an example. I think a lot of what we see in this space is planet seeds. What do I mean by that? They're made examples of, right? One of the biggest players to make examples out of anything, grasping at straws or whatever, and we do know that she's buddy-buddy with the regulators, well, it's Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is a threat. She is. It's as simple as I can, put it. John E. Deaton, just in. Crypto Law US founder John E. Deaton, 1, plans to send a letter to the White House claiming Elizabeth Warren is a national security threat to the sovereignty of the United States and the financial freedom of its people. And here we have from Watcher Guru, obviously John E. Deaton is making a little bit of a joke here, but I actually think that he might be serious. But we do see just in, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren sends a letter to the White House claiming crypto is a national security threat being used to fund terrorism. What a comical statement. Listen, I completely agree, by the way, with Eric Cryptoman down there. The US dollar has funded countless wars. It has funded many problems that we have in the traditional world today. Outside of wars, you have the war on drugs, which you could technically argue was funded by the governments. Everything that we have seen, terrorism, wars, illicit use, the black market, all of this is funded by fiat currency. A large portion of it is. Why would you want to tap into crypto? Think about this. Let's take a step back. Why would you tap into crypto to make illicit transactions? Everything is on chain. It could easily be tracked and traced. It is comical that people still think that you could hide with crypto. Listen, if you could hide with crypto, one of the biggest things that I always say is go back to how they shut down Silk Road, how they found the founder, how they literally investigate that whole scenario. If they really wanted to, they could track and trace anyone in crypto. Beyond this, we know that she, along with 100 plus legislators, wrote the White House regarding this. This is insane. It's insane to me. What's crazier about all of this is that she's trying to blame crypto for what is happening overseas. That the deadly attack by Hamas on Israeli civilians comes as the group has become one of the most sophisticated crypto users in the terror finance domain, clarifies the national security threat crypto poses to the US and our allies. Wait a second. Because we know $6 billion were actually funded to this by our own president. Beyond this, though, let's actually take a quick look into this, because we know just recently from the Wall Street Journal, shout out to Sam Lyman for this, critical context missing from the Wall Street Journal piece on Hamas and crypto. In April of 2023, Hamas warned its donors to stop sending Bitcoin. Why? Because the transparent nature of the blockchain led Western intelligence following their every transaction like bloodhounds, hence the sudden drop on the chart. There's a reason money laundering via Bitcoin has been called a classically dumb crime. It shines a spotlight on everyone involved. Remember this as the usual suspects ramp up their anti-crypto rhetoric in the weeks to come. And here you guys have the drop off in terms of Bitcoin donations. This is why I keep saying that these people that are trying to target crypto, like Elizabeth Warren, they are buddy-buddy with the regulators, with the bankers. It is so damn crucial. It's so damn crucial to note this, because they are trying to kill crypto. A lot of people say, Nick, you're being ridiculous. They're not trying to kill crypto. You see all the movements being made by the elites. They're trying to adopt it. They're trying to do this. Yeah, listen, they're not trying to kill crypto literally. They're trying to kill the idea of crypto. They want to regulate the hell out of crypto. They want to regulate it into controlling crypto. And that must be avoided. Because if they can control crypto the way that they control the stock market, well then guess what? Retail is dead in the water. I talk about this because at the end of the day, we knew that this was going to be the case, right? Like this got posted literally 2 hours ago. Go back to October 13th. Breaking: Elizabeth Warren faults crypto for terrorist attack on Israel. The danger of crypto-financed terrorism is real and should be our urgent priority for Congress. And it's not just her. The abuse of crypto by terrorist organizations should serve as a wake-up call to Congress to crack down on digital assets. These are literally people regarding Warren's bill as well. They are in support of Warren's bill. For those that don't know, right? She is building an anti-crypto army. We knew this going back to February of this year. And it seems as though that army has grown because over 9 senators already publicly backed this bill. Now, this bill is to crack down on crypto's use in money laundering, drug trafficking, and even sanctions evasion. Like, where do these people come up with this, fairy tale? Like, oh, The dollar, it can be like, I remember just recently, Brad Sherman. We all love Brad Sherman, right? He literally said that the US dollar, the fiat US dollar, can be tracked and traced. That no money laundering is done with the US dollar. No drug trafficking is done with the US dollar. It's like, where do these people come up with this nonsense? And do people actually believe this? Actually, I shouldn't ask that, because I already know that people probably do believe that. Like, it's just insane, though, that these people can push this nonsense. When you see our Spending Coalition shows that Congress is ready to take action. Our bipartisan bill is the toughest proposal on the table, cracking down on crypto's illicit use and giving regulators more tools in their toolbox. That's just what we want, right? Give regulators more tools in their toolbox, because Gary Gensler has done so good at, really helping the retail sector out. Like, that's what these people are trying to do. They want to regulate the hell out of crypto to the point where you and me are basically shut out. And I've said this 100 times. A lot of people still think I'm crazy and that, oh, you're just, pushing your own agenda. No. Listen, we know Choke Point 2.0 was a real thing. They were trying to debank crypto. And guess what? It's still a thing today. It's still a major thing today. Nothing is a coincidence with the government, claims U.S. lawmaker on Operation Choke Point 2.0. This was back in April. Now, of course, this is a congressman. But at the same time, it is the truth. Right? Like, we're talking... Like, this is a great quote here. What I've seen in my short time in Congress is that nothing is a coincidence with the government agency. He's referring to the U.S. government's recent crackdown on crypto. They are talking across lines a lot more than they used to. They are finding various ways to squeeze an outcome that they want. They are pushing their own agenda. And we even do see here, Donalds believes the Federal Reserve is laying the foundation for a CBDC. So that's why they're trying to squeeze people out. This is also a crucial reason why I keep telling you guys, like, we need to store our crypto on cold storage as well. Because who knows what's going to happen with these exchanges? Who knows? I look at these exchanges as a grocery store, right? I'm not going to keep my groceries in the refrigerator at the grocery store. No, I'm going to take my groceries home and put them in my refrigerator. It's the same exact thing. I go to these exchanges, I buy the crypto I want, I take the crypto off of their exchange, and I put it in my cold storage. DCENT Wallet, Ledger, it doesn't matter, right? Make sure that you are not holding crypto on these exchanges, because who knows what is going to happen with these exchanges at the end of the day. But all I know is that Choke Point 2.0 is still a thing. They're trying to debank crypto. They're trying to, squeeze crypto. And it's all through these stupid agendas that are being created by these people that should not have any say about crypto. These are people that don't even understand crypto. I mean, realistically speaking, like, I don't want to bring age into it, but I do think that a lot of these people that are pushing this nonsense shouldn't be talking about technology that they don't understand. Like, Elizabeth Warren is far too old to even understand this technology. I've heard her talk about crypto many times. By the way, no matter what your age is, you could still learn about what crypto is. I've met incredible individuals around the space that are far older than Elizabeth Warren, and yet they still understand what crypto is doing, and they still see the value behind it. These are people that don't want to know, or maybe they even do know, but they still want to push their stupid agenda because they want control, and they're, filled with greed. It's the same exact reason why I brought this video up in the beginning, because they are looking out for their own interests, because they are all aligned into the greed monopoly system that they have built and controlled forever. It's just like Gary Gensler. This guy's worth millions. We're talking 40 million plus to 100 million plus. Come on. Do we really need to question where his money's coming from? Or Elizabeth Warren? A lot of people think that she's worth 15 million, 50 million. I mean, who knows what these people are actually worth, but we all know how they got to that point. It's ridiculous, though. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. With that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.